Alright, welcome back to episode 3 of our Kenshi Slave series. I had some issues recording this the first time, and I had about a 40-minute video that ended with a pretty epic battle that I didn't catch any video on. I recorded all of the sound and didn't capture any video, and I've killed all of these cannibals, and my entire party was down, and I had poor Digna. I added Digna and Pia to the group. I did some stealing over at World's End and a little more fighting. We got our guys some better gear. We've got Rin is still looking pretty well the same, although she has some new pants and a shirt and some boots. Tuner is pretty much the same, but again, same there, and a Nodachi. Riva has a Neganata now. Digna has some medium armor and a polearm and katana. That's actually Riva's katana. And then Pia, who actually came with some stats. She was 22 strength, 22 dexterity. I can't remember where she was for toughness and perception. And she was 16, 19, something like that in combat stats. So she started out pretty good. I've got her using a plank. I like the combination of the cutting and the blunt damage. Just try to get as many people down as fast as possible. She has a hood and some armor. Got some medium armor for them. But anyway, Digna ran over here and managed to bandage herself, and then come back, and just as they were trying to carry Rin, and Riva ended up all the way over here. We fought these two groups of cannibals that were fighting each other, and then the village kind of emptied out. There's a village of them. Oh, I should pause it. There's a fight going on there, which I'm gonna want to get into to start this episode off. But that village emptied out. They're mostly dead. There's a few of them left. And Riva got back up. Tuner got back up. Rin got back up. It was a cluster of madness. And Digna ended up back down and in rough shape. And yeah, there's some more spawning in and dropping. Still gonna try and I think I haven't looted quite all of these people. Rin's in a recovery coma. She almost died, actually. You can see. Very close. But we managed to pull through. And pretty proud of my little group. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to come out on top of that fight. That was a lot of really careful, basically just hit and run and lure them back there and run up and hit whoever's carrying a party member and going the furthest. And a group of tech hunters ended up coming down here right at the end. Right as Digna goes down, Pia gets back up and Riva get back up. And then Tuner is the person carrying him ended up chasing Digna all the way over here, and he was down without a leg to stand on, and so he was out for the rest of the fight. Actually, just to make this a little bit quicker, I'm gonna have Pia carry Tuner. Come on, Pia, carry Tuner. Pick him up. Oh, you're carrying someone. My bad. Digna, you carry Tuner. There we go. Atta girl. So, I am going to make my way over to one of these scout posts, I think. And, try and rest up my group. Get them all healed. And last episode, I had stolen quite a bit of stuff from the weapon shop up at World's End, and I think we're going to hit up an armor shop. We're doing pretty decently for money right now. gonna get a lot better once we sell all these cannibal weapons. Also, I disabled the cannibal hunting is now a job mod. I just can't get over the fact that the heads don't have icons at all. Once I realized the scrawny cannibal heads are worth like 90 and the bigger cannibal heads are worth 180, it seemed a lot more well balanced. But it's just, and you get thieving skill out of it as well. I should point that out. You're stealing their heads, and you can fail repeatedly and get your thieving skill up decently. Rin's done the majority of my looting. She's at 42, but I mean, all of my party members got thieving skill from taking those heads, and that's not okay. So we got rid of that. So, this is actually one of the tech hunters that rescued me. And I can't do a thing to save him. But he's a skeleton anyway, so I'm not too concerned about it. Looks like he's unarmed. He was using a crossbow, and now he's trying to punch, but basically just getting beat down. Thanks for the help, bud, but you're dead. Just want to show you guys something. These research books, ancient science books, you can see they sell for $5 here. I wouldn't recommend buying those. Obviously, these books you'll need to buy because you won't really find them too much. But you go into your map, and there are ruins. I have been to a few of the libraries down in this kind of area here. With another character, I made it into some of them here. I really don't recommend going into this area until you're like sitting in the 90s for your combat skills. I made it about here. And keep in mind on that playthrough, I'm playing as a hiver off of the rock bottom start with global damage multiplier and chance of death turned up a bit. So I went into this southeast region, kind of from this area. I came down this way right after buying some limbs, and I went down and lost some more to land bats. And came down into the southeast this way, and there's like robots that wear your skins, or skeletons that wear skins, and they come after you like cannibals. There's a hive down here somewhere. I never found the actual hive, but they're tough, and they'll just attack anything on sight. Land bats, which they don't look that tough, but like blood spiders, they hit really hard, really fast all at once. So I went into this area with 13 party members, made my way out. I think this is where there's like, there are 2 tech hunter cities, and then like a UC city in here somewhere. I think it's this little bit here, and I made it back to there, and one of those tech cities actually got overrun. And I was down to 8 party members by the time I came out. Like, they died. The other ones died. One of them taken by land bats. Another one I lost to those skin-wearing robots. Another one just died in my arms while I was carrying her running from a group of hivers, and she just bled out in my arms. So it's a rough area, and it was rough coming out of there. But a lot of the ruins you'll find will have those books. There's 2 types of books. There's these ones, and then there's another I can't show you that are really good out of those ruins. But this is another thing that I wanted to show you. Blueprints you find in these stores, you want to check them, because some of them, this is really cheap. It's 500 cats, and you get a bunch of, it's really just, stools and tables and stuff. Totally useless, really. But it's nice, and you can find things that look nice. And there's a tent that you can get that will actually... Whoops. I got all these guys coming now. Where do I actually want them? Up here, I guess, in the trees. there are tents you can get that will protect you from acid rain and such. I find them a little useless, to be honest, but there's lots of blueprints. You want to check them, keep your eyes open, and some of those bounty scrolls are actually lore scrolls, so it's another thing to note. Okay, another thing to show you, if you're as bad as I am at remembering where these maps are and everything, there are maps to buy. This one's 1,000, and it gives you the Deadland Workshop. That might just be Mongrel. Ancient military document. Don't buy those in a store. You'll find them in ruins. You just right-click them, and they'll reveal Tech Hunter Library. Town's Lost Library. That one's worth it, especially for $50. This is... I imagine we'll find that on our own. Maps of the United Cities. Tech Hunter map to Ancient Labs. We don't need that yet. Town's Mongrel. I know exactly where that town is. I've had some interesting encounters there. There are also some pretty good limbs up here. Pay attention when you're buying limbs. The max HP isn't that big of a deal, but the actual stats that they affect can be a really big deal. Like KLR series legs, you as a stealther you're not gonna want it, but scout legs, you can outrun a beak thing with scout legs. Like they're awesome. If I were to lose a limb on Tuner or Rin, I would want like a thief arm and a stealth leg, but obviously I wouldn't want it. Pardon me. I wouldn't want it for Digna or Pia. So here's an item I've never seen before. The unholy chest plates. I've never seen these before. And it's heavy armor, and it's good. And they're both high grade. I would like to get that for Pia. I kind of want to keep Digna in medium, but I'd like to throw Pia into heavy armor. I think what we're going to end up doing is robbing this place first. We're going to go straight to this armor store, and we are going to try and steal Moon Cleaver. Now, there's a falling star in Squin that's really good against the Leviathans, I think they're called. Pretty giant creatures. This thing's pretty awesome. But yeah, we're gonna wait till night. I'm gonna try and rob this place, and hopefully I can get some of that armor. Okay, so I just kind of posted myself up on the roof, and these guys are going to sleep now, and I normally don't do things this way. I would much... Yeah, that guy's gonna see me, and he's seen me already. Okay, so... Yeah, I thought I would try doing things in a way that, alarm raised, yeah. We're gonna get arrested. Okay, Tuner. Open that, open lock. 5%. Rin, block. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be going to prison for a bit. Tuner, just block. Stop and block. So both of my guys are gonna get hauled to prison. I'm probably gonna have to wait till the next night now, which means I'm going to have to bring up my other party members too. Okay, so I keep reading thieving guides online that tell you to wait in the store. This is my 5th time attempting it that way. It's never once worked. Do not follow that advice. It's so much easier to... They're not gonna throw me in prison. It's so much easier to just open the door from the front. They're all up top. Just open that door and do it that way. It's so much better. Don't bother with hiding in the shop. You'll just get caught. Alright, Tuner and Rin are both back up. And we're gonna try this again. We've got a bounty on our heads, or yeah, 1,000 for burglary. It'll expire in 38 hours. Okay, so how this works is I'm in Tech Hunter territory. By the way, that's what that map found for me. These are ruins where I can find stuff. The one map I grabbed there, I can't remember which one, what it was called. But yeah, that found that for me. It also found all of these United City territories and their ports. Let's see. And down here, these ones and their market and village. That's a slave market, by the way. Why am I not paused? Yeah, so that's all the ones it found for me. So you can see those maps are actually really useful. We'll see if we can pick this door open. We kind of had the same situation and ended up constrained for time while we were robbing the weapon store, which I would like to hit again to try and get some better weapons. But geez, those guards really messed us up fast. They're tough. They're really tough. But we're gonna try and get in here. I want to steal that armor so bad. I've never seen it before. I want to see how it looks. Okay, so we made it inside, and some things to note about stealing. You've got a stealing chance. You can see mine's 81%, right above where it says what it is. And authentic skeleton repair kits don't sell as much as like the ancient ones, but they're still pretty good. There's things you want to look out for. Generally, when you're bringing up your stealing skill, like my thievery is 14 on him, so we'll probably be doing the majority of it with Rin. But to get your thieving skill up, you kind of want to just hold Alt and see all these things lying around. Advanced splint kit. Like, that's pretty good. But you kind of just want to pick that stuff up to get your thieving skill up. Also, looting people will slowly raise your thieving skill. So, that's one thing to... You just loot people, fight and loot, and you'll get your skill up. Also, don't forget to check these display stands. Yeah, high-grade armored faceplates. So, I mean, there's stuff on all of that. Standard drifter's leather jacket. We'll grab that for Tuner probably. Keep an eye on the time here, because you are on limited, very limited time for stealing. You pretty much, you want to get in the door at 23 and out by 5. See if we can get into this chest. Also, all of those ruins you'll find on the map, you're gonna want high lock picking to get in there on at least one person. You can see we're running out of time and we haven't really got anything yet, but that's just mostly due. Here we go. Stealing chance 147%. How do you like that? Tuner has an 80%, so what? Oh. And then we can turn around and give this stuff to Tuner to carry because she's obviously the much better thief. Oh, his inventory's full. Now he has room. That stuff's cool though, and it's high grade. So, yeah, you can see I have a 147% chance to steal both of these leather shirts, and they're both high grade. So obviously I'm taking those. High grade black and taggle must? Might as well. I must. High grade plate jacket? Don't mind if I do. Yeah, shoddy grade leather shirt. I'll just... Okay, he's full. We're not making any more room there. Okay, So we do want this plate jacket. Or do we? Yeah, it's high grade. Okay, so we've got that. I'm not skilled enough. Of course you're not. We're going to peek around for a few more things. Oh yeah, we'll get that open. I hate it when the game autosaves while I'm stealing. Okay, so we got that. Armored faceplate. High grade drifter's leather jacket. And then some standard grade plate jackets and standard grade drifter's leather pants. Which we've got shoddy and shoddy. We don't have room for anything else though, really. I mean, I suppose we could just get rid of this, but yeah. Ah, it sells for, oh, wrong thing. That's the high grade leather shirt. Oh, that's the shoddy one. I thought she switched them out. Okay, so that's a little better armor for her. What does this sell for? 437? Ah, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. It's 223. Whoops, tuner, you just stay there. And we're almost out of time. We still have some time, I mean. Samurai boots, heavy armor. They're shoddy quality, but... Oh, but I want these. What can I do? What can I do to make room? Tuner. Put... Oh, you put on the good shirt. You can drop the crappy one. Rearrange your stuff in a way that actually makes sense, preferably. I don't know what else we'll be able to give him. Probably a splint kit and first aid kit. And then we can take these. See if we can arrange that a little better. Okay. So, I haven't looted these yet. Okay, so there's nothing there anyway. We can loot this. It's probably not going to be a whole lot there for us. No. And you really have to pay attention to what your thieving chance is on most things. And you'll be pretty good as long as you play it pretty safe. And I mean, if you're not streaming, save scrubbing's also an option. I certainly wouldn't recommend it. It kind of destroys the fun of the game. But you do you, and you play the game however you like. Yeah, okay. I think this is pretty much all we're getting out of here with. We still have to hang around here because of our bounty. Wanted by the authorities. Burglary. United Cities. This isn't United Cities. This is Tech Hunters, I thought. Whatever. We need to have these guys hang out in the area anyway. They can stop sneaking now. We're not getting anything else stolen tonight, but we made a pretty good haul. And you just check quickly. Our stealth didn't go up at all, but her lockpicking is now 13, and thievery's still 42. But I mean, it's progress. There's still a lot I want to steal up there, and I think it's pretty much stealing's the best way to get your gear upgraded, really. I don't think I need to sneak. These people are all tech hunters. None of the guards are going to try and claim the... Yeah, these are all tech hunters. None of these guys are going to try and claim the bounty on me. So I'm pretty safe to just wait for 38 hours. And during that 35 hours, we are going to hang out here and rob these people blind. And just note, anything that's marked as stolen from Ronin Armor Trader, okay? You see? All of this is marked as stolen from Ronin Armor Trader. That means I do not want to try to sell it at United City's place. No room for that item. What are you all carrying? Oh. Just give that to her for a sec. Take that. Take these. Yeah, so there's a pretty significant difference between these two suits of armor, even though her other one looks quite a bit better, but I mean, who cares, really? Give those to her. Give those to the ground, because really, I want it. Let me drop them. There we go. Okay. So you are going to give her the heavy armor. And give her the helm. That helm. And then she can have the faceplates. She's already wearing shoddy grade faceplates. We'll sell those. Put that on. Like, shoddy grade that from... Oh my goodness. I want to see how this looks. And the negatives aren't that bad on it. I mean, really. The coverage is not that great. I mean, 100% chest and leg. What else can you ask? Oh. 100% stomach and chest, I meant. Arms not so great. Legs not so great. But is what it is. Let's see. Pia, what do you look like? That's your unholy armor? That stuff does not look good at all for heavy armor. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, whatever. I'm not a big fan of her turban now either, but it's all substantially better. So, I think, she's still just wearing shoddy ninja rags. These give stealth, dodge, dexterity, assassination, melee attack bonus, martial arts bonus. These give melee defense bonus. But oh so much armor. Okay, she's gonna hang on to those. And he has no reason to hang on to those trader leathers. So we're gonna give those to Riva. No, we're gonna give those to Riva. I'm gonna try and give this to Riva as well. No room. Okay. Now there should be some room. There. And his bounty's still counting down. Okay. Well, we've got set up here. I'm gonna do a little more stealing. I'm gonna do it off camera, and then I'll kind of show you guys what I got. And then I'm gonna have to rest up my group a bit. I gotta get rid of this bounty. And then we're going to go back to that village and see if we can end on a high note. And then we'll head to the hub and expand our crew some more in the next episode, I think. So, for some reason, we just had some holy servants from the Holy Nation come tearing down the hill at us. Explain something that I'm doing. I hold right click and I select attack all. If I just right click this guy, all of them will focus this guy, but when I go attack all, as soon as the other ones get close enough, they'll, what? Okay, and they're fighting tech hunters, so these guys just kind of took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, but whatever. well, he's a little better than a cannibal, I guess. But certainly not doing too much with a stick. In his lovely ochre shirt. The Holy Nation's really messed up. But I mean, you look at it, and the United Cities are really messed up too. Every faction in this game is really messed up. Tech Hunters not so much, I guess. They just want to keep technology out of irresponsible hands. Anyway, back to doing what we were doing. Alright, so I finished robbing the weapon store. That was actually difficult. There were guards wandering around in there, but got lockpicking up to 22 and thievery to 46. And we did a lot of thieving where we kind of swapped stuff around. We got a better Nodachi for Tuner, a better Naginata for Riva, better katanas. We've got a heavy pole arm, a much better ninja blade for Rin, and some better katanas. So most of this stuff is just good to sell. Riva can take the Naginata and I guess replace her old one with it for now. He's going to use... Digna's going to use a heavy polearm instead of just the polearm. Almost just get rid of that katana. Pia's SOL, she's still stuck using the same weapon. We'll give her a better katana offhand. Pia has that as an offhand. So that's pretty good. Ninja sword. That's not as good of a ninja sword. Yeah. So we'll give that to Pia. Oh, no room. There, now you've got room. Give that to Pia as a backup weapon. She can drop that iron bar. And I'm just going to transfer this loot around. I'm going to sell, and then I will meet you guys back at that cannibal village. So, last time we were here, we got into a fair amount of trouble. And it looked like they were under pretty considerable attack. Some of them are wounded. They don't look like they're under attack anymore, but it looks like they're mostly eating other cannibals, so... they're probably pretty happy to see me. There are so many of them. We've already got a few coming after us, so I think our goal right now is to lure these guys away. Because we really don't want to fight everybody. We don't want to take that whole village on, but if we can take on a few at a time, then I think we're looking pretty good. So, let's get started here. And cannibals are a little tougher to be taking on our own. These aren't hungry bandits you're going to be fighting around the hub. These guys, we're hitting so hard now, though. Oh, man. Wow. That's actually really impressive. So, it's a pretty big help to rob some people. And, get a little better geared, because we wouldn't have this gear right now if it wasn't for thieving. So, try and lure another small group out. Two seem to be just about perfect. Kinda almost wish I had a crossbow at the moment. 0% chance to assassinate any of these guys. Okay, that That did not work. Oh, she's gonna go through the motion regardless. That was kind of a mistake. Run! Run! All of you. Rin's gonna run. Oh, of course they go straight after her right arm. How many do we have coming? Just this group. Equal numbers? I think we can pull this off. Get in there, guys. Rin's just gonna bandage that arm for good measure. You can see why I like those big weapons like what Digna's using at the moment. You see, she hit all three of them there. She just hit two there. Rin will hit multiple guys when they're right next to each other like that. And she's going to hit really hard right now, too. Unbelievable. And there's that dodge skill coming up a bit. Yeah. And Tuner's gonna hit really hard right now as well. Even without solid melee attack and everything, yeah. And we've got Pia, or Digna with her heavy one, that's pretty high damage, pretty high quality. Pretty much the only person who doesn't have a ridiculous weapon at the moment is Pia with her plank. Which I'm sure we'll be able to steal one of those and squint. Alright. So get a little more loot. Replenish our healing supplies a little bit more too. Who is looting that? Oh, that's gotta go in and... yeah, we're not gonna bother taking that. It's not worth enough. You throw it in your weapon slot and they end up using it. And it's kinda silly. She could use another bandage. It's really handy that these guys drop bandages too. It's another reason that I like this area. It's hard. I mean, there's no way to sugarcoat that. It's a difficult area to start in. And I would probably normally have a couple more party members for this. I can't organize that in such a way. Yes, I can. Be smarter than the inventory. Give her another bandage. Now, I think we want to keep going. Rin is okay. Tuner is okay. You in that right leg, Tuner. Reva's definitely okay. Yeah, okay, well. Let's keep going. Let's clear this whole village out. Oh, they're fighting other stuff now. What we got going on? Oh, we got some guys coming out after Rin. Oh, these guys are injured. And this is perfect. If you can just get them out a few at a time like this. Lower chance of getting wounded. Easy weapon skill. You've got multiple guys attacking each of them instead of multiple of them attacking each of your guys. Makes life a whole lot more manageable. What can we do to make room for a weapon here? Apparently nothing. She's full. She's not. She's out of range. So, the problem with this as well is we're all getting encumbered here, which is going to affect our combat stats, but it's also going to allow us to build a lot more strength. Oh. Got a wounded straggler here who really wants to die. Just worrying about feeding his people. Even though these cannibals could potentially be descended from the scientists of a research post out here. I was reading a lore book. And some kind of toxin or something. One theory is that some kind of toxin caused them to devolve. They still fighting over there? What are they fighting? Because do I want to join that? They're just fighting big cannibals fighting scrawny cannibals. Kind of know who's going to win that one. Tuner. It's not bedtime, bud. Come on now. Let's be real. I don't know if we're going to find anything for loot in any of these houses, but... Huh. Okay. So that's worth a fair amount. Raw meat, possibly edible. Iron plates. The armor sells alright, but it's just too much space. I know that meat is probably people meat, but the game doesn't seem to differentiate. Who cares that they're catching me stealing? Like, who's even catching me stealing? Oh, hello. Are they done fighting over here? Yeah. Looks like they're just picking up the pieces now. That's okay, we can pick some of them off. And we could free a lot of these people that are in their cages. But, it's... Nobody got wounded there? Yeah. They're all cannibals anyway, so they'll just attack me. But you can actually... Oh, a dust coat. Some cats. Might as well take another thing of meat and make room for it. Hey, Tuner, come up here. Shoddy grade, and it's not worth very much. It's, I like it because of the coverage, but I don't think I'm going to take that right now. Actually. No. I don't think there's anything in any of the, yeah, there's nothing in the tents. Got 2 more buildings we can loot. All the cannibals are still kind of milling around over there. I just want to make sure I'm taking his weapon, because he'll likely get back up. Oh, hello. Okay, so somebody got hit. Okay. Seems like they're pretty much all injured. I mean, we're all injured at this point too, but Rin is gonna run off and get into a big fight all on her own. Oh, maybe not. Just dueling one guy, she should be fine. Oh. 3 guys. He is having a hard time here. Tigna, go help Pia. She needs your crazy weapon. Riva's gonna be kind of a beast now with Naginata. Like, it's good. It's really good. Normally, to find weapons of, like, that quality... Oh, don't lose your arm, Tuner. Or Rin. Where's Tuner going? Okay. Tuner's gonna fight these guys. Okay, we'll medic up. Oh! No, we won't. What is going on? Oh, there's a guy right there. Jesus. He just hit everybody with one swing. That's why I love those big weapons. Rin is weaponless now. Yeah, it looked like she was trying to throw left hooks there. So, I think Rin took the worst of it by far. And she kind of beelined to the middle of a decent sized group, so... Where are you guys going? Oh, I see. Another guy got up over there. Not for very long. Rin's gonna go see if there's anything worth robbing in here. Long coat. These bars are good. High grade heavy armor helm. Why don't we just grab that? That's medium armor. Yeah. A spiked helmet. Okay. What else do we got here? These are handy, the steel bars, but I think again we're going to rely on Pia for that. Tuner, come up here. Let me go open that one. That's a good chance for him to work on his stealing. Oops, took the cooked meat. Jeez, he's just getting caught left, right, and center. Dark leather shirt, standard quality. Just get a shoddy one. Research books are worth a lot, so you might as well take them. Normally I would say keep them, but just until you have a research bench, it's really not worth it. So this village ended up being a pretty good spot to go to, actually. Some tuner up here. I mean, nothing spectacular for loot, but yeah, tuner needs some thieving skill anyway. He's gonna get caught a lot. High grade mercenary leather armor and oh jeez. Okay. How much are these gonna sell for? 19. Yeah, she's just gonna 45% chance to take it. Okay, well, tuner, give all this to Riva. I can see we're getting into a fight here now. There. We've successfully managed to steal from these cannibals. I think we're pretty much done here too. Oh, that's actually a reasonably timed autosave. Well, we've got a fair amount of money. We just got a fair amount of combat experience. Robbed a bunch of stuff. We're running on almost an hour for this video, so I think this is pretty much a perfect point to end the video. And we're gonna go lick our wounds. And yeah, cannibal village is empty. I have cleared it. 10 people, roaming population 23, 2 roaming squads. So we'll be able to come back here. I don't want to completely clear it out anyway, because it's actually a good spot to go to pick some fights, and they're kind of scattered in here. A lot of these guys aren't dead either. But anyway, next episode, I think we are going to make our way down to the hub. Down to the hub and Squin area over here. We're going to recruit a couple more party members. We will try to steal a better plank for Pia and some better gear. I think the desert's also a good place to go roaming. The swamps are endless combat, blood spiders, and lots of food with the turtles as well. So we're gonna try and hit up some new biomes and do some wandering. I'd like to showcase some of the bounty hunting in this game because I really like it, and it's actually a really nice way to make some money, make a little bit of extra money. Oh, I never sold that. Anyway, I will see you guys in episode 4.